Hello everyone. I wanted to show you, this is kind of my second version of a chalkboard card. I made this one with you guys the other day, and this is the inside of it. And you can go ahead and check that video out. It's Chalkboard Birthday Party Card. I believe that's the title of it. And that will actually give you the size specifications. It'll give you a good idea of how exactly to make this Valentine's Day card if you want to do that. But what I'm going to do is just show you the stuff that I used to make this card, and this is the inside. So the reason I made this card was because my aunt, very sweet, I love her to death, she sent me a Valentine's Day card, and part of the reason she sent it was because she wanted to send me a little message of appreciation for the cards that I send her. The one specifically she was talking about was the Christmas card I sent this year, which I actually showed you guys how to make. It was the Floral Frames Christmas card, the green one, and it looks like flowers, shaped like a flower, and that's also on my YouTube channel, so you can look for that as well. So what she had done was she left it out for a while as sort of an ornament, and then I think she, if I understand her correctly, she deconstructed it, took the top part off of it, and sent it with a bunch of other Christmas cards to St. Jude's Ranch in Nevada for, as she called it, a second life. So I just wanted to sort of show her a little bit of Valentine appreciation as well, and this is what I came up with. So you see that it says aunt right there. A little bit scrawled. I don't have the best handwriting, but you get the point. Okay, so what I did was, again, it's a piece of basic black. This back here is a piece of More & More DSP. This is a piece of very vanilla taffeta ribbon. This and the back of the card, or the body of the card, is Primrose Petals. This is the Dahlia from the In Color Dahlias collection. This is another mini library clip, which, again, Stampin' Up! Please bring them back, along with the mini clothespins, please, please, please. The stamp sets I used primarily retired stamp sets. And again, you all know how much I like to get good use out of what's in my stamp room, in addition to new stuff, because who doesn't like to get new stuff? This is from the Perfect Words. It was a Hostess set, so it's Big Hug. This, You're Such an Amazing, is from the Amazing Family stamp set, and this is new in the spring catalog. And you see that it's got mother, father, brother, sister, friend, but it doesn't have aunt, so I chose to write it using the white, which is this one, watercolor pencil by Stampin' Up. Okay, and I wrote the rest of this message too, Happy Valentine's Day. I also used Hearts of Flutter stamp set. I used this stamp right here, and I used the Hearts of Flutter framelit, which is this, to cut it out once I stamped it down on the Primrose Petals. And let's see, I used another, I cannot remember, I think this might have been in a Holiday Mini, because I don't recall it being in the catalog from last year. But this is another retired set, so I used the Valentine, and I inked it up in the Whisper White craft ink, and I just wiped the Be My off of it, or the ink off of the Be My, so it's just Valentine, because I don't really want her to be my Valentine so much as I just want her to see Valentine. So you see, and then because there was a little bit left, I just took my Stampin' Sponge in my craft ink, my Whisper White craft ink, and I just did a little extra sponging right there just to kind of cover that up. And you'll see, as I showed you before, how to do the chalkboard technique, so you can go check that out in the Chalkboard Birthday Party card, the video I made for that. Okay, and another set I used was this one, which I think, again, was also in last year's holiday catalog, because I don't recall it being in the annual, and it wasn't in this year's. I got it last year. And I used this little strip of hearts, and I used the Cupid. A couple of years ago, I also got some rub-ons, and I don't recall if we have any in the catalog, in the annual catalog, but they came with these XOXOXO, and they came on a sheet like this, and I believe I got them for free. So here's what the sheet looks like, and you got some XOXOs, and some I love yous, and some hearts, and so I used those because I had never used them before, and I wanted to kind of pull some stuff out of my wonderful stamp room. So I did those with the XOXOs, and the little hearts, I did some pink hearts on this chalkboard. As I showed you in the previous video, all of these images are stamped down using Whisper White craft ink, and then I poured some white Stampin' Emboss powder over top of it, and heat embossed everything. So I heat set everything to make them kind of pop and stand out. Onto the inside, just use some basic pearls, and again heat embossed everything here. And for this, the Whisper White piece, I used this framelit, this heart framelit from the Hearts Collection framelits, and then I used these two. This one's from the Hearts of Flutter collection. I used these two together, so then I put them together like this, and I just put a little piece of tape on the back to hold them steady and hold them in the position that I wanted them. And as I've shown you before, I made this little sort of frame using some Primrose Petals cardstock. I just ran these two framelits together on a piece of Primrose Petals cardstock, and I got this little frame. And then I just glued the framelit down, or the little frame down, and I put two little basic pearls there, and that's basically it. It's pretty easy. I'm sorry I'm not actually demonstrating it, but I kind of figure you have a good idea of how to go about this by some of the other videos that I've done. My intention is to write a little message right here to my aunt, so that's why I left that blank. And plus I wrote the Happy Valentine's Day like it's on a chalkboard right there, so I don't need to stamp Happy Valentine's Day somewhere else. So that's my idea. That's what I'm sending to her. I hope she loves it. I love it. And I hope you guys love it. Until next time, happy stampin'!